Hello and welcome back. It's Wednesday and that means it's time to re-enter the lost world of the Warlord. Today we're looking at Warlord issue 9 from the 1970s. Of course it's written and illustrated by Mike Grell, colored by Liz Berube. I'm awful with names, I'm sorry. And this one is an interesting issue. The heroes, Machiste, Mariah, and of course Colonel Travis Morgan, the Warlord himself, are wandering through trying to get across Skartaris to find Terra, and they come across an area that is a frozen tundra, and of course they are set upon by a monster. It is a Megalolycatus. Yeah, it's a giant ancient wolverine, basically. It's a bear-sized wolverine. So that makes it incredibly dangerous, because wolverines are pretty nasty animals. And of course, it does some serious damage. Morgan puts up a good fight, manages to drop 8 rounds into the back of the thing's head, but he's torn up. While he's laying on the ground, some people come through riding on mammoths and take Machiste and Mariah hostage. Morgan stumbles away, but is rescued before he dies by a beautiful butterfly creature. It's really cool looking. And when he wakes up, he finds himself in the habitat cave of a snow beast that is actually really friendly. It's what saved his life. And Morgan spends about a third of this issue naked. The beast is actually really nice to him. There's a little bit of a misunderstanding, but Morgan heads out to save his friends, and he drops in. There's a Johnny Weissmuller reference, which is really incredibly dated, but I'm pretty sure that was a gold medalist swimmer. So I'm not really sure how the analogy fits, but whatever. In the meantime, he's trying to save his friends. There's a cool fight scene, and the beast comes in to save him. They call it the Snow Demon. Machiste, not understanding that this is a friend of Morgan's, puts an end to the poor creature with a spear to the back, and Morgan is really upset. And he had previously apologized to the creature, saying, I should have judged you by what you've done for me, not by your appearance. And here he relays that again, and I'm quoting here, Machiste says, I didn't understand, I'm sorry. And Morgan says, that doesn't give you the right to destroy something simply because you didn't understand it. And that's when the butterfly creature comes out of the monster's chest and explains that she was imprisoned in the body of that creature until somebody would see the beauty within, and that was Morgan, and she thanks him and flies off. That's when the heroes say, alright, we gotta get going, and that's kind of the end of the story. It was a Beauty and the Beast story wrapped in an adventure, and it's actually a really good story, very fast paced, a real quick read, a lot of adventure and action in this one, and the message is good too. Anyway, this was a good issue, a good adventure story, and I'm always glad to read a good comic and be able to recommend something, and this is a definite recommend. Like all the other issues of Warlord so far, this one is a self-contained largely story. They are on their way somewhere. There is a meta story, but this one had a cool, beginning, middle, and end. They are going somewhere, but it's not wrapped up in a boring serialized fashion. This is very fast-paced with a lot of good action in it. So Mike Grell knocked it out of the park on this one. Everything about it was good. It was a good, solid read. There's a lot of panels in here that would make really cool posters, and the butterfly lady looked really cool. Even the snow beast looked really cool. Everything about it was a fun time. So if you get a chance to pick up some Warlord issues, highly recommend it. So far, this issue 9, all 9 issues have been a lot of fun, and the cover on this one's really dynamic, and this scene does sort of play out where he is fighting the snow beast. So it was a good time. I recommend this one and the previous 8 issues. But that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.